I am so glad you posted this comment. There have been several times in my career where I'm touring a house and I'm like, okay, something is here with me during this tour. Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm not going to bother you. Don't bother me. I'll be in and out. Thank you very much. There have been probably 3 houses that I've toured that you guys have had a TikTok tour of that I immediately felt like I have to get out of here ASAP. And it never fails. Even without me saying that, you guys are always like, hey, this video feels weird. It feels haunted. There was something there. You guys are always spot on. I can't say that because I'm not allowed to say anything disparaging about any houses when I tour them per my laws and governing things. So you'll never really hear me say oh, this is haunted. But when I left this house, this particular house that we're talking about in this occasion, I called my husband and I was like, man, it's been a long time since I felt something literally be like, you need to leave. But I said, what's weird is I can't figure out, it wasn't a mean spirit, right? It felt nice, but it was very stern. This, you need to go. And I told my husband, I can't figure it out because it wasn't mean, but it also was get out. And then you posted this comment and I was like, that's it. They literally this is not the house for you, get out. They absolutely are going to choose who buys that house. And those of you that don't believe, I don't need you to believe. I'm telling you, when I passed by the mirror and I was like, hi, as soon as I passed, I saw something pass behind me at the same time. So I'm telling you, I don't get spooked very often. I wasn't spooked. I was just I heard, I will only take a minute of your time, ma'am or sir or whoever, and I will be leaving your presence. I will say though, and I have not talked about this, there was one house, it's been probably 2 years now, that you guys were something in that basement. It was hundreds of comments, something was in that basement. And I never once said anything about that house because of course I can't. When I tell you taking that video, the second my toes touched the threshold of the basement, I was like, this does not feel good. I don't like this. This feels bad. And I was like, okay, we're just going to go down there and take a quick little shot of the basement because otherwise everybody's going to come for you in the comments. The second I touched my foot onto the basement floor, I heard something and felt something in the back of the neck hair stood up and I heard it say, get the out. And I was like, done. And I don't know if you guys noticed that it was weird because I literally stopped the video and the next thing I'm outside and I'm like, okay, what do you guys think, right? I've never been so I felt so intensely this is not good. Fast forward to probably 6 months ago, one of my teammates, Jess, if you haven't met her, she's amazing. She was like, yeah, one time I was doing an open house on this house and it was so haunted that I called the police because I thought somebody broke into the basement. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, it was this house at this address. And I was like, oh my God, that's the house that I almost levitated out of there. I was so freaked out. And she's like, yeah, the cops showed up. I thought that somebody broke into the basement. I kept hearing things. They swept the house and they're like, there's nobody here, ma'am. You're hearing things. And she's like, I've never felt more unsafe in my life. And I was like, that's how I felt when I went to that basement. I felt like if that thing or whatever could stab me, it would have. It was a dark, and it sat on the market forever. And somebody eventually bought it. So I hope blessings. So anyway, I'm super fascinated when you guys come into the comments and you're like, haunted, because you guys don't do that in every video. There's a lot of videos you guys are like, oh, I hate the carpet, or I hate da-da-da. But every single time I go to one that I'm like, oof, this has somebody here. I'm sorry I'm crossing your threshold. Just give me a second. You guys are immediately in my comments like, who was that? So again, thank you for this comment because that's exactly what it is. This house is going to choose its owner and not the other way around.